girls, welcome back to my channel. My name's Poppy and I do makeup videos and things like that here on YouTube. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup. I'm going to be testing out a couple of new products. So I managed to get my hands on the Jaclyn Hill highlighter palette. So I'm going to open it up for you now and show you, and then I'm going to be using that as my highlighter at the end. So it comes in a beautiful kind of white box, kind of similar to the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, which is actually the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today just because I need to give it a little bit more love. It's like my newest palette and I really like it, so we're going to give it another go today. Okay, so this is what the palette looks like on the outside. It's got a very like thick top compared to the bottom where the pans would obviously sit. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got a nice mirror there, and there are the shades. So I picked up this palette. I wasn't originally going to get it because it is a little bit pricey. However, I saw Shanley Makeup do a video testing the palette out, so I'll leave that in the description below. And then not too long afterwards, the Morphe website was having a sale, so it was 40% off, which made it really cheap. So I decided I'd have to get my hands on it. So this is the shade Gleam. And then we've got the shade Iced. And then we've got Sparks. And then Mesmerized. So this is like the light one. They do have like a darker palette for obviously darker skin tones. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's them without any primer or anything like that, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I'm definitely going to be trying a couple of those out in today's video. And then another thing I do want to try, whether I use whichever shade, is the liquid glitter eyeshadow in Disco Queen and 24K Gold by Elf Cosmetics. So yeah, I managed to pick those up from Kmart and they looked really good, so I thought I'd pick them up. They were $10 each. But yeah, this palette was originally like $80, I think Australian. It could have been 88, but yeah, basically I picked it up for 40, and then I paid a little bit of shipping. So for how pigmented they are and like the amazing review I saw Shanley Makeup do on it, I had to get it. So without further ado, we'll get straight into the makeup part of the video. So I'm going to be using my Embryolisse cream. Whoop. Now yeah, I haven't done my makeup in like a long time, and I think I put way too much on. But yeah, I'm really glad everyone enjoyed my last video. I'm really sorry I haven't been posting regularly. I'm tempted to just see how we go doing one video a week. And if I can do 2, that's great. I don't really have an excuse as such. I mean, I've just been really tired. The pregnancy tiredness is kind of kicking my butt at the moment. I have got Fridays off work for the next few weeks, so I should be able to at least get a few videos done. But I can't promise that there'll be a video on Wednesday. We'll just see how we go. But yeah, basically I've been very slack, so I do apologise. But I thought I'll bring it back with a nice makeup video. Put some of this back in the lid. This is luckily like a really big tube, and I'm assuming it will last a long time. So it doesn't really matter if I use a little bit too much. However, I can't get it from a store. So I got this from Beauty Bay. And shipping at the moment for all over pretty much is like really slack at the moment, so I don't really want to be having to order much. And like you've seen in my declutter videos, I do have enough makeup. Anyway. Okay. So while that's all kind of setting in a bit, we're just going to go in and do my eyes. So I've got the P. Louise base, like I would usually use. Yeah, so I haven't done my makeup in like the longest time. But I did clean all my brushes after I last did my makeup, so that's a bonus, I suppose. basically we've just been watching a few Netflix series. We've watched Dead to Me, Sweet Magnolias I think it's called, and then we watched one today, Blood and Water, and that one was really, really good. However, the Magnolias one and Blood and Water were only released, I think they're actually all released this year on Netflix, like they're all new ones. So I always like to Google when season 2's coming out of a show, but the Blood and Water one, because it's so new, they haven't actually confirmed that there will be a season 2 yet. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing, but the way they ended it, I'm guessing there should be. But then obviously with everything that's going on, all the production for things have kind of come to a stop. So yeah, we'll see. Now I have got out a few products that I don't normally use in videos, because I want to start using products that I haven't really reached for in a while. So they won't all be my holy grail products, which is kind of good, I guess. Now, like I said, I'm going to use Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette to create a nice look for today. But yeah, I did clean my brushes, so we should have a little bit of choice here. The JH31 brush. I'm just going to go in with the shade Love Handles. So it's like a nice peachy tone. Let me know if you've got any recommendations on Netflix, and if Shell and I haven't watched it, we might put it on our list for watching. But we also do have Stan, and we have Disney Plus, but we don't really watch it. But I suppose it will come in handy at the end of the year. So I'm just kind of doing light circular motions to kind of blend this shade out a bit. I'm going to try and not go for such a bold look, I don't think, for today. Just concentrate on getting the blending there. But yeah, if there's any shows you want to recommend, please drop them in the comments, because I'm always up for watching new Netflix shows. Now, my skin has been really good so far throughout this pregnancy, on my face at least. Can't say the same for my back, but Shell's been giving it a scrub. I'm pretty sure I said that in the last video maybe. But yeah, you can't see my back, so that's fine. But yeah, not too many pimples. I got like one there, but not too bad. Okay, then I'm gonna get another brush. Maybe this one looks dirty still, but I thought I cleaned it. Maybe not. Okay. Gonna get the ABH brush here. And what shade should we go in with? Maybe this shade Heart On, just a little bit. And I can't stop eating either. So I'll right at the start, so when I'd gotten the fertilized egg popped back in, like maybe a week later possibly, before we even found out, I just couldn't stop eating. I was just like even more hungry than usual all the time. So I felt like that was a good indication that it had worked, although obviously when you're thinking that you might be, I was thinking maybe it was just a little bit in my head, but then we found out the news and I was like, oh cool, that's why I was hungry. But yeah, now I can eat lots of smaller portions. It's not like I can just keep eating and eating and eating anymore. It's like I can eat Like today I had a few rice paper rolls and then I was like stuffed, and then like an hour later I was hungry again. So yeah. Okay. Now what I might do is put a little bit more of this P. Louise base in the middle. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Drama Queen, which is this nice purpley shade here. I do like the shade Bougie as well, but for now I'll just go with this. Now I think you really have to like use them a fair bit for them to become a bit more creamy maybe. I'm going to go in with this Bougie shade as well next to it. And then same again. So things are slowly starting to open up. I know people can start going to parks soon, which is good. And the gyms still have a little while to wait. So we're getting there slowly, I suppose. Okay, this isn't my most adventurous look, but like I said, I was going for kind of a plain kind of look anyway, just to make it pop a little bit. I'll see if I can get anything out of this Ride or Diamonds. I really like the mattes in this palette. The shimmers, like I said, you really have to like get down there to get like the pigment out, but that's okay for this look. Okay, because what I was going to do anyway is put a little bit of something on top, so I'm thinking maybe I'll go with a bit of the silver. So now I've tried the ones from Beauty Bay. I haven't tried the e.l.f. ones, but apparently they've really stepped up their game in terms of makeup lately, so we'll have to see how it goes. Now it is really, really nice and little. Yeah, like I said, they were $10 each, but we'll see how they perform. It's definitely given me a little bit more sparkle there. Doesn't pick up much on their little brush, but I guess it makes it easier to control maybe. It's added a little bit more sparkle there. Not too bad. Okay. So foundation, I'm just going to use my Fast Base foundation stick, which I use in most of my videos. I know I said I was going for different products, but I didn't mean this. Even though my skin isn't like super bad, I like it to cover up any blemishes. Especially since I don't really wear makeup that much anymore. It's nice to be able to cover up everything when I do. And the brush I'm using today is the PC04 Peaches and Cream brush. I haven't used this brush in a little while because it's sitting in a makeup bag that I was taking to Melbourne last time, I'm pretty sure. I just never got it back out. But yeah, like today, so Shell and I woke up a little bit later, like around lunchtime, and then I made us some food. Then a couple of hours later I was hungry again. Then a couple of hours later after that I was hungry again, so I had like half of a papaya. And then I had yeah, I had rice paper rolls, and then I had half of a papaya, and now I'm thinking about what else I can eat, and it's not even really dinner time yet, but I suppose it could be. Okay, don't know if I need any more. Maybe a little bit. Sorry, I've got a mirror over there, that's why I'm looking away. Oh, that's not the right one. That's my contour one. I'd have been a bit of a disaster, wouldn't it? Yeah, I've been really enjoying only working 4 days at work recently. It's been quite nice. Not that I've been doing much with my days off. Sleeping, eating, should be recording. But as long as you guys are still enjoying my content, that's all that matters really. Okay. Now I've got my concealer out. I've got the Too Faced Born This Way concealer for today. I'm not going with my Jouer one, but this one is like high coverage as well. It's a really big bottle. I mean, I think the thicker packaging kind of makes it look that way as well, but I believe it is. You get a little bit more than you would normally. When I first bought this concealer, I bought the wrong shade. So lucky my sister wears a lot of fake tan, so I gave that one to her and then bought myself a new one. And then what I like to do is go over a little bit with the foundation brush, or I might have taken the concealer a little bit too far. Okay, I'm going to go in with the F11 Fast Base Foundation Stick. This is obviously not for foundation, this is for my contour. I do sometimes use the darker shade, the F13, but not today. So I'm just going to go in with the JH04 brush and just blend that out. I feel like I used to love powder contour, but cream contour is easier to blend in with your foundation and then just put the powder back on top. So I like to do both. But cream first and then powder to like set it and also give a bit more depth. And then I've just got whatever excess I've got on my brush, just going down the nose for like a light contour. Because I always tend to go too harsh. Okay, now I've got my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. So I'm just going to go in with my JH01 brush. This is like a massive setting brush, powder brush. Gonna pop that on my chin, under my eyes a little bit. Just to set all that in place before going over with the bronzer. So as well as having a decent primer, you want a powder if you don't have really dry skin and enjoy using powder, just to kind of set it all in place, and that'll help it stay on longer. It does for me anyway. Obviously everyone is different, but I feel like this really helps it stay on. Now I'm just going to go back in with the same brush that I did to do my cream contour, just to go over with some Hoola bronzer. Now I just got the mini one, but I got this ages ago now and it's still like really good. And I feel like obviously some people like to track when they got their products so they know when to like throw them out, but I feel like good quality powders should last you ages anyway, as long as it doesn't smell different or perform any different or like look any different. I would say it's pretty good to keep it for longer than what, you know, it suggests on the packet. If you're an MUA, I would obviously advise possibly a little bit different, just because you're using it on other people, but just when you're just using it on yourself, for me anyway, good quality eyeshadows and powder products definitely shouldn't go too bad. And even with like your foundation, if it's a good quality one, it could last you longer. Just keep note of like the smell, or if the texture changes, and then you'll know it's time to kind of get rid of it. Okay, that's kind of the base done. Now I'm going to go in with the MAC Fairly Precious Extra Dimension blush. I really like this one. It's a nice shimmery blush, and like I said, I'm using slightly different products to what I would normally use. So I'm just going to go in with the JH05. Now normally, if you've watched my videos before, you know that I'd usually use the Milani Luminoso blush. And this one I feel like gives a similar look. The Milani one is cheaper, but I have had this MAC one a while now and I really want to start, like I said, using my products more that I don't usually reach for. Because really I don't need to buy any new makeup unless it's like something I've really been waiting for. Like the Jaclyn Hill highlighter palette. I mean, like I said, I wasn't originally gonna get it, and then I saw a good review on it, but so it's got a nice shimmer in there too, which I don't mind about a blush. I used to be all about the matte blushes, but like since I've been going for a more like dewy, glowy look, I kind of don't mind it. Okay. I haven't even done my brows yet. This is why it's like throwing me off, because usually I've done my brows by now. That's my foundation. Okay. I don't want to go in and do my highlighter yet, but I might do my mascara, which I'm going to use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes one, because I've gone and gotten rid of a lot of my mascaras, so I'll just use this one for today. I do plan on doing well, I don't think it'll be a full face, but testing out a new brand that I haven't tried. And I do have their mascara already, and then I have a lot more products on their way from this particular brand. If you think you can guess it, put it in the comments. And if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell and set the notifications to all, because if you just turn the bell on, you still won't get notified when I upload. You have to put it to all. Since I've like hit 1K, I've kind of been bit all over the place, but I'm just going to stick to the days rather than the times, because I feel like uploading them later, a few more people around different areas that are online, because I have viewers and subscribers from mostly Australia, UK and US, so generally by then a lot more people are awake around the like 9-10 o'clock time. So I feel like even on a Sunday, that's probably a better time for me to upload. And I do intend on going live. I'm just not sure when yet. So yeah, sorry that's been delayed. Gonna do my bottom lashes now. I really wouldn't mind a lash tint and lift, although when I got it done last time, I really liked it, but then as soon as I put mascara on, I didn't like it. So, yeah, I don't know. Because this is like a kind of subtle eye look, I'm not going to do my bottom eyeshadow today. That looks pretty good to me. I don't think I'll be putting on false eyelashes either because it's kind of late already when I'm filming this, so yeah. Now we are going to get on and do the highlighter, and then I might finish up with doing my brows because they're a little bit crazy. Okay, so for my highlighter here, I really want to go in with Gleam first. So I'm just taking that on my JH06 brush. I'm just going to look into this mirror here. And literally, it is beautiful. Like, I've used the Bomb highlighter, which you've seen me rave about, which is mostly why I wanted to get this palette as well, because I wanted to try other shades. But like, look at that. Compared to like nothing slash a little bit of blush. And then it's like, bam. I really, really like these highlighters. Yeah, I thought getting the Bomb one was like so good. And it was like half, I should have waited because obviously they've got that sale on. Well, they had the sale on, I mean. So I could have gotten a couple of them for the same price I paid for just one. But honestly, it's still worth it. And I'd say the Bomb shade is like iced, so I won't use that yet. I'll use the shade Sparks. Put a bit of that over the top. But it's just beautiful. It's not even glittery at all, which is great because I don't really like glittery highlighters anymore. I used to not really care as long as there was glow, but that is just absolutely seamless. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to go a little bit on the head here. But seriously, this palette is worth every single cent. Even at full price, it's still worth it, but it's good that I managed to get it for cheaper. And I really don't mind how that liquid eyeshadow looks either. That's beautiful. Alright, so now I've done my highlighter. I'm going to do my brows last, which is not something I normally do. I usually like brows before I even start the video. Especially when they're this unruly, but I'm not going to go too into detail with the shape. I'm just going to kind of follow my natural shape. But I really, really, really love that highlighter. So nice. It's always frustrating when you do your makeup and it's like later, because then you know you're not going to wear it for that long and you have to take it off. But it's also good to let your skin breathe, so yeah, kind of sad. Oh, and also I'm just going in with the dip brow, as usual. I know I said I was going for new, different products and stuff, but not with my brows yet. This is like my holy grail for my brows. There are cheaper options out there. Colourpop do a brow pomade. Revolution do a brow pomade. Chi Chi do one. And I've tried all of them and they're fine, but I really like the ABH one. I really need to tame my brows, and now I think I've got brow pomade in my actual brow right there. Maybe it's just my hairs. Definitely need them sorted. But I'm just going to do my lips now, and I grabbed a nice lip gloss out because I didn't really want to do lipstick really. I'm just going to top it off with the Jeffree Star gloss. This one's in Diamond Juice. Okay, so this is the final look. It's nothing too exciting, but it was basically to mostly test out the Jaclyn Hill highlighter palette, and I can say I'm honestly obsessed with the highlight and the glow you get. So if you haven't got it yet, and you want to, I would say wait until Morphe have another sale and then grab a few things at once, unless obviously it's within your budget and you really want to grab it. I would definitely recommend it. So thank you Shanley Makeup for making your video recommending it as well, because it was definitely money well spent. And make sure you check out her channel as well, because she creates new videos every week and does like makeup, fashion, lifestyle type videos. And I think that's all I've got to say really for today's video. Sorry again for skipping uploads, but I'm at least sticking to 1 a week, possibly 2. I know it gets my watch time up a little bit, so I was trying to do 3. But yeah, just with how tired I've been throughout this pregnancy so far, I feel like hopefully it will start to get better, because I'm now in the 2nd trimester, but on saying that, I've still been quite sleepy, so yeah, don't mind it at me. But I really hope you enjoyed the look. I think it's really nice. Depends on what your job is and whatever, but it's not a bad everyday look. Maybe a little bit more subtle on the eyeshadow. But yeah, if you're into a nice glowy kind of full coverage look, this is definitely one for you. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, ring the bell and set it to all so you're notified when I upload, because I don't want you to miss any. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Petals. Bye.